Welcome to the Knowing Angels channel. Today we're going to talk about, some really deep, good stuff about clearing dark energy entities that have attached themselves to you as you go about life. We're going to do an amazing meditation with Archangel Michael and Raphael, and everything's going to be quick and wonderful and beautiful. So, let's get to it. My name is Lisa Gober. I've been a psychic medium for over 30 years, and I am a spiritual counselor, and I've been working with angels my whole life. This channel is all about spirituality, angels, of course, and fallen angels, and spiritual guides, and ghosts, and supernatural, and just everything we really need to know and talk about to give you the information that you need, basically so you can live an amazing life with your guides helping you guide you, and you can create an amazing life. And well, let's get to it. If this is your first time joining us, please hit the like button, make a comment if you will, and share if you feel it. It would really help to get the knowledge out there, because I think a lot of people are afraid of all of these topics. And to be honest, there's nothing to be scared of. And I think that's the biggest thing as far as doing this work, giving you the information so you understand it and you're not afraid, because we're always afraid of the unknown, right? So let's dig into today's topic. Now, I'm going to give you a little background on angels before I get into I'm going to give you a quick story about my experience with dark entities attaching themselves to me, and then we're going to do our meditation. But I have to give you a little background so you understand. And you can find more information about what I'm about to talk about in the War in Heaven video I did. I'll post a link in the below. But excuse me, I get tongue-tied a lot because the energy's so high, so please forgive me. And I don't like to edit my videos, so we just power through. So angels, I'm going to give you a quick topic. Angels were created by God, universe, whatever you're going to call it, but I'm going to, for today's purposes, I'm just saying God. Switch it out to whatever you believe, right? And also take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? So angels are direct extensions of God, and they are pure love. God is pure love. Angels are pure love. They have no ego, okay? So when you think of fallen angels, you think of Lucifer, Satan, Beelzebub, all those guys, right? The fallen angels, they weren't pure angels. See, angels are pure love. These guys have ego. They're earth angels. So there was a whole bunch of earth angels that God created, and some of them went rogue. And that's where we got the fallen angels, bad guys, demons, right? So so they're not full-on angels, which means angels like Archangel Raphael, or even your guardian angels, the ones that are just pure love, are stronger than anything these guys could throw at you. They are totally power, because they are extensions of God. So they have power of God, and they don't have ego. Whereas, Lucifer and his crew have ego, and they've always, been jealous and wanted the power of God. So they're still angry about that after all these years. So that's just a quick recap, just so you know. Don't be afraid, okay? So I'm going to tell you a quick story. And some of you may have heard this already from me on my in my group on Facebook, the Body and Soul Angels. I can post a link for that below too if you want. But you guys can fast forward to the meditation if you want, but watch the there's going to be a little bit of something you should know before going into meditation, a disclaimer, if you will. Let me tell you the quick story. So for months, well, for a couple of years, my health has been declining. I am disabled now. But it's been getting worse. And for like 6 or 7 months, I didn't do anything in my business. My website's not up. I do have a link tree, again, link below, to my programs if you want to check them out. But I didn't do anything. My website, I let it kind of go off. I still own the domain, but I just didn't do anything in my business. I didn't feel inspired to do anything. I didn't inspired to do videos, and my health just started getting worse and worse and worse. So as months went by, I started getting bouts of depression, which makes sense. I'm perimenopausal, I'm not feeling inspired. So, okay, maybe you could attribute that to the things I'm actually going through, you're right, disability, perimenopausal. But I started getting little bouts of depression every day. So I'd be in a good mood and all of a sudden it's like, I'd want to cry for like 10 minutes and then I'd be okay. And it got serious for about a month. Every day I'd get that sadness and I'd want to cry. And I would think, and trigger warning, I would think suicidal thoughts. Nothing too extreme, but it's extreme enough, right? That's extreme enough. So I'd have these bouts and I'd think it and I'd be like, no, 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 no. And then I'd snap out of it. So it came to a head. Well, one day I was getting ready and I was in a good mood. I was in a ton of pain. Like the pain was unbearable, but I was in the good mood. And all of a sudden the sadness hit me and the thoughts of suicide hit me, but they became very specific. It became very like, this is how I should do it, right? This is how to do it. And I kind of took a step back from these thoughts for me because I'm like, what? I thought, this isn't me. This isn't me anymore. Back when I was in my 20s, I went through all that. And I know I've talked about it on this my YouTube channel before. So I'm not going to get into it now. But I went through all that. I healed from that. Why would I have I have a great life besides all this, right? So why would I even? And so I called an Archangel Michael and I said, dude, can you, just look and see if there's anything attached to me that would cause this? And he found this blackness attached over my head, over my shoulders. It had things going into my chest. It had things going in under my rib cage. And it was about to almost my waist. Okay, it was attached behind me and it had things going in my head. And he said, this is gonna hurt a little when I take it off. And I'm like, do it, I don't want it on me. He started to remove this and red eyes popped open and huge wings popped out and a screech, ridiculously crazy screech. And I wasn't scared. I was more like, that's a demon. Where on earth, with all my experience, all these years, that slipped in, that slipped on and touched me, which shows you it can happen to anybody. So he got rid of it. He cleansed me out. I coughed and coughed and coughed and coughed and hacked and hacked and hacked. But we got rid of it and I felt so much lighter. I've been inspired to come on here and do these videos and they tell me just to give you the information and that's what I'm doing. And yeah, I try to figure out where I picked it up. I think New Orleans, which makes sense because it seems like that's about the time things started. So last November, so December. So anyway, so here I am. I want to lead you through this meditation because it's so important. And that was my lesson. It's important to do this clearing, once a week, maybe, if you forget, once a month at least, but especially when you're feeling something's not right. See, I was having those thoughts, but I would just kind of, okay, it makes sense. I'd feel sad, whatever. I'll get through it, it'll pass. But then once it got oddly specific, that's not me. It felt like something else. It was just off. Like, what am I going through? So especially in those moments, this is a great time to do this meditation. And I have a little disclaimer before we get into it. Like if you're watching this video and you're going to do it before you go to work, don't do it when you get home, but don't do it before you're going to work or something like that because you can have side effects of the clearing. It depends on how deep the clearing goes and how heavy it is because and if it's been there a long time, especially, it's been like a part of you, right? So it's like a psychic surgery almost. We're literally removing this darkness. And so you could have symptoms, coughing, yawning is a big one, hacking, puking, I'm not kidding, crying your eyes out for the rest of the day, getting really angry, you name it, you can get it. And if you notice you're having some symptoms like, what the F, why do I feel this way after this clearing? Recognize it's just a side effect and it will pass. Recognize it for what it is and it'll help it pass even quicker, okay? But it does happen, and I've gone through it more than once. And if you need me, message me. My email's below. If something gets bad, I'm here for you, okay? So without further ado, let's do it. It would help if you're sitting upright or even standing. I don't want you laying down only because it's kind of for our own benefit as humans with our perception, for the angels to move around you and find out where these things are, right? But seating was preferred, all right? So let's sit up. I don't care if you sit straight or not. You can try. You can take some deep breaths. Close your eyes. Now, for a lot of you, we can't just say, hey, dude, Archangel Michael, come in. Because I've been talking to them my whole life, it's easier for me. So I'm going to lead you into this little bit of a trance. Let your body relax. And keep taking those deep, deep breaths. And relaxing. And just feel the weight of the seat underneath you or the weight of the floor underneath you. You are solid, right? You are supported. And now we're going to ask Archangel Michael to come in. We're going to ask him to look for and remove any entities or energies that have attached themselves to us, anything negative, bad. Because these things can cause physical pain, bad mood, addictive behavior. You name it, they're trying to bring you down. So we don't want that. So as Archangel Michael's looking for anything that's attached to you, even if you can't see him, you might feel a twinge. You might feel a something where he finds something, a little tingling. And we're just going to let him do his work. You might even feel a little bit of a little pain, nothing unbearable, nothing bad, as he removes these energies. I apologize for the dog barking. Please keep taking deep breaths. As he removes all this, and he might do several spots, he might just focus on one, we're going to ask Archangel Raphael to come through and heal those locations, heal it up with his beautiful green energy. He essentially fills the gap, heals the wound, so to speak, and it won't allow for any other entities or energies to attach themselves there again. Deep breaths. Excuse me, that is my release, by the way. That's part of my release. Oh. And if you need to, feel free to pause this and take more time. If he's still pulling things, no problem. Pause the video now and then you can restart it. I had something pulled off my shoulder, what I call an imp. It is a little black energy. We'll talk about demons in another video. And I had something a bit larger, not as big as this guy, pulled from my back just now, which made me cough a little and probably make me cough some more after a bit. But, and I know that was kind of, this might have been, See, a little quick for you guys, so I apologize for that, but I also didn't want to keep you on super long. Archangel Michael, keep breathing, by the way. Just keep taking deep breaths. Archangel Michael's going to, and even if you open your eyes, it's okay because he's still going to do it, cover us with this beautiful purple bluish energy. It's a shield. It's a protector. It's not going to allow anything in to attach to us. At the time being, it's just going to protect us. Okay. Now you might be wondering, why would the angels allow these things to stick on us, and especially something like I had. The thing is, I couldn't see it to ask for help. They can't step on free will. Okay. They can't. I was the one that needed to ask for help, and eventually I did. But that's why it's important to do this video every so often, to do the clearing, do that quick meditation. You can just fast forward to it and go through the guidance. And again, I pause it if you need more time as he's working. It's totally okay. Do not do this more than once a day because of the physical symptoms. He's recommended me before, don't do it for a couple days. So if you have something really heavy pulled off you, just give yourself a couple days before you do the meditation again. That is it. Please comment below if you have any comments, you have any experiences you want to share. I'd love to hear them. If there's any questions, please pop them down in the comments. And I hope this video really served you. I love you, and I will see you on the next.